Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS that we will. Peace, love, and salutations to all the brothers out there push this word in sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers, sisters, and children that they're keeping this word in sincerity and the truth. Okay, real quick, I'm going to go into this article of something that happened yesterday down here in Jackson, Mississippi. It's an article going into how this man, this 52-year-old guy, he was married to this 24-year-old woman, which I'm gonna get the names. Her name was Malia Bess, and his name was Ron Alley. He killed his wife yesterday, while she was at work. And of course, the news. I was gonna put the news clip in here, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. The news clip, the articles, everything that's coming out on it. Not everything is going straight into what the man did, and you know how they're heartbroken and about what happened, but nobody is talking about what caused this situation to occur. Nobody's talking about that. And this is what's wrong with America. This is what's wrong with this place in general. Babylon the Great. The morals is all out of it. It's all messed up. Nobody has morals. Here it is, this 24-year-old woman. She's married to this man, but what they don't tell you is what was going on. It was actually adultery going on, which I'm gonna get this article first before this says Ron Allen, 52-year-old husband, 24-year-old Malia Bess after finding out about a boyfriend, and basically what's being claimed, because it ain't come out that everything ain't all the way out, but the news, like I said, they're not gonna tell you if this was what was going on. They're not gonna tell you this anyway. But it says that let me see. Breaking news: Jackson police were called to Westwood Apartments around noon after receiving calls of an active shooter. The suspect has been identified as Ron Christopher Allen, the 52-year-old, allegedly sent. I don't know what they said. His estranged wife, or shot his estranged wife, 24-year-old Malia Bess, 7 times, according this after discovery she had a boyfriend, according to sources. Allegedly, man allegedly shot his estranged wife 7 times after discovery she had a boyfriend. And if this is what really happened, and if this is the reason why, you know, all of this is in the scriptures, you know, about the jealousy of a man and what happens, when he finds out his wife or his woman is committing adultery on him. If this is what's really truly what happened, which is not far fetched. It's not far fetched at all. But of course, like I said, going back into this article, it says friends reveal chilling details before alleged workplace shooting, which I'm not gonna read all of it. I'm gonna just skip down to what the woman said. It says she didn't want to have to leave him, but she had to for her own safety. Simmons said, as you can see, she didn't feel safe sleeping next to him. Simmons said the couple's relationship had been rocking and that Allen had been showing up uninvited, harassing Bess at her job in the days leading up to the shooting. Another friend, who was also Bess' roommate, said Allen visited her house just the day before the incident. He was actually at my house yesterday on my couch, the roommate said. We talked about them working out their relationship. There was nothing alarming. I didn't feel anything. And then I'm gonna skip down to the very last. No, I'm gonna get this. A friend described Bess as a mature, career-driven woman who always looked out for others. Now they're warning others who may be in a similar situation. Even if you're not afraid, even if there's a shadow of a doubt in your mind says this person will never do that to you, they threaten you one time, take it seriously, Simmons said. But of course, they're not going to go into anytime somebody passes away, anytime somebody dies, especially if it's horrible, no matter what type of life this person lived or who they were. Everyone always said it was a good person. They try to bring out the good, but what about things they did that caused the event to happen? If what happened to them was a horrible judgment, because ultimately it's judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And I'm gonna get two scriptures. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. I'm gonna read the AMP. It says, "See now that I am He, and there is no God beside me. It is I who put to death, and I who give life. I have wounded, and it is I who heal, and there is no one who can deliver from the power of my hand. So this is clearly the Lord telling him he kill and he make alive. He the one who put people to death and keep people alive. How about Shema Shah controls all of this. He's the one who allowed the judgment to happen to her in the way that it happened to her. And yes, that was judgment, for her to go out like that. Now, we get this in Proverbs. This is Proverbs chapter 6. Uh, Starting at verse 32 in the AMP, it says, "But whoever commits adultery with a woman lacks common sense and sound judgment and an understanding of moral principles. He who would destroy his soul does it." Now, it's unclear, like I said, if that's truly what's going on, but if it's speculation going on and people are bringing this out and saying that she was having an affair, she had a boyfriend on the side, in this society, 9 times out of 10 is true. 9 times out of 10 is true. And she was 24 and he was young. I mean, and he was 52. 9 times out of 10 it was true. And more information come out saying that he had just graduated. He was the maintenance man at that apartment complex, or one of them. And they said he was probably had just graduated from high school, and she probably was the same way. I mean, I'm sorry, not high school, college. Both of them probably was knowing each other a long time and messing around with each other. And 9 times out of 10, the guy knew that she was married. The guy knew that she was married and was messing around with her. So this is this is the result of those actions. Now, verse 33, it says, "Wound and disgrace will he find, and his reproach or blame will not be blotted out." And see, that's not going to be blotted out. If that's truly what happened, and it comes out to be true, it's not going to be blotted out. And people going to know you was messing around with this married woman and got her put to death, and your judgment is coming soon. You ain't getting away with that. Her husband put her to death because of what you were doing with her, knowing she was a married woman, and you're not gonna escape. That's gonna stick with him too. It's gonna stick in his mental. It's gonna stick in his mind. It's gonna be in his mind forever until his judgment comes. But also too, it's gonna be a stigma that stick with him, especially to those that know him and knew what he was doing. They gonna know, man, you messing around with her, and now she dead. You know. Let's see, verse 43. I'm sorry, 34. "For jealousy enrages the wrong husband. He will not spare the guilty one on the day of vengeance." And if the guy worked at the maintenance complex, if he worked at the apartment complex as a maintenance man, I guarantee you he was looking for him too. He wasn't just looking for her. He just took care of her first. He was looking for that maintenance man too, or whoever he thought she was sleeping with. He was looking for her too. Looking for him too. Like he said, he will not spare. And he didn't spare her. He didn't file for a divorce or nothing like that. No, he went up there and he did what he had to do. He did what was on his spirit, you know. And I'm not justifying and saying, look, this is what we're supposed to do, because the Lord said vengeance is his, you know. If a woman commit adultery on you, whether y'all are married or not, if she's with you and y'all are together, that's your woman. So if she commit adultery on you, look, there's nothing you can do about it. Um, yeah, it says he will not accept any ransom offered to buy him off from demanding for punishment, nor will he be satisfied though you offer him many gifts or bribes. It's all right. There's nothing you can do to pay this man off. There's nothing you can do to, there's nothing you can do about this situation. That man wants blood. That's what he's after. He wants blood. So, you know, I'm gonna end it right there. Kind of weird. My coworker came out and just asked me was everything good, but you know, I'm gonna end it right there. The Lord will have said if I listen. I want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahshua, Dash. The one to the apostles and elders of GMS and well. Peace, love, and salutation to all the brothers that the Christian's word and sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers and sisters and children. If they keep his word, sincerity, and the truth. Until next time, shalom.